See, I told you about that karmic justice. Didn't I? Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Your first card is justice. Nice. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. It doesn't have to be. Could be dealing with a legal system, something in the courts, or just something that, like I said, wasn't fair, and now the universe is turning it around in your favor. Something's happening where it's going to be peaceful. Justice. There was something that needed to be learned, and it's at the end, right? I mean, in your recent past. So a lot of you guys are coming in to your season pretty much, letting go of whatever that is, the drama, that energy, and starting fresh and new. Nice. Your next card is strength. So you could be dealing with a Leo for some of you. Others of you, that's two major arcanas already, is trying to stay strong. There was something about strong. What did they say about strong? Okay, forget it. Never mind. It's not coming to my mind. But they do want you to continue to stay courageous. Maybe you were thinking you couldn't accomplish what you were trying to accomplish. But it's like, again, back with the lessons. Some of you guys needed to go through what you went through, tame them demons, the lion, right? That inner within you that was a little bit too much, or you were dealing with someone like that. There could have been a tendency to be, what is that? Not as confident, not as assertive. You could have been dealing with someone that was messing with your self-esteem. But continue to stay strong. And that's what you guys have been doing. Even if you're not like feeling it, that's what you are showing. So that's good. So I feel like a lot of people don't even realize. A lot of people don't even see this. Beautiful. You're almost there. You're almost there. So some of you might want to give up, like wondering how much more stronger do I have to be? How much more do I have to go through? Well, you're basically here. Your next card is the Three of Swords. So this has to do with some kind of heartbreak. It's a good thing that it's in your past. So this is some healing. You've been working on yourselves. You've been healing, letting go of that past betrayal. It was hard. It took a lot of strength within you to do this. You had to set some kind of boundaries. There was very vulnerable. There was a vulnerable energy that you're coming from or you're dealing with. It was easy to manipulate the situation because of the pain, the heartache that was happening before, right? Of course, not everybody's are totally over it, but you have become stronger because of it. Because of it. And especially when it's being brought in your favor, it's being fair. It's going to be made fair for you if you were done wrong. Now let's talk about your present energy. You have the Seven of Cups. So this would be a lot of options, a lot of choices, some confusion, maybe, because there's so many options and so many choices, right? It's like, which one do I choose? There is a tendency to maybe get emotional. You know, it is Pisces season right now, so that's kind of a little bit normal. So don't worry about that. It's okay. It's supposed to be happening. It's part of your healing process. Opening up, not guarding yourself so much. You've been doing it for so long. And now, because of it, You're going to have many different opportunities and choices that you would actually really, really love. I mean, not every single one, but it's easier for you to choose. It's going to be obvious. Because before it was kind of hard because it was like, well, if I choose this, then this other thing is going to affect. There was a lot of juggling going on as to how to get the balance going on, how to make them happy, how to make you happy, how to. It was just too confusing, too much, overwhelming. Like, ugh. Now it's just so obvious. I hope that makes sense. It's just obvious. There's you're going to be able to compromise easily underneath the justice. So also if it has to do with some kind of separation or child custody issue, again, something in the courts, where before you could have been dealing with someone that was very vindictive and they would want to make it everything harder for you, harder, so you won't get what you deserve. So you'll delays, playing around with the justice system, with paperwork, just immature, right? Out of strife, just manipulative like this. Well, now you are, it's like you're going to be given the choice first. You let them know what you want, whoever it is that you're supposed to be, letting them know. Before you couldn't talk, or they didn't want to take your advice or your opinion. You couldn't. I don't know why. It wasn't fair that you couldn't. And now it's like you have the first choice. Like they're going to ask you first. And then it'll be delivered, divided accordingly. I don't know what that means. You guys tell me what the heck that means. Okay, so now, too many cards, too many cards. Present energy, you have the Six of Pentacles. I told you, now it's going to be equal, fair, and just. This is your gift. This is your gift. Well, birthdays are coming up, so it probably is an actual gift. So the Six of Pentacles talks about equal give and take. Equal give and take. Where things weren't fair before, now they will be. Or they are definitely heading towards that direction. That it'll be made easier for you. And it has to do also with your work ethic. Maybe some of you had to prove yourselves, or you feel you think somebody here needed to prove themselves. They needed to show that they were strong enough to go through this. They needed to show that they had the courage. They had what it takes. They had to show that front, that assertiveness, right? They needed to see that. This could have been for a promotion or to take over something really big. Something really big. Also, this has to do with money, an inheritance, or just an investment that's kicking in already. And taxes, hopefully, if you guys get taxes. It's like you're going to get that karmic justice. Your next card is the Four of Pentacles. KK. So this is holding on to something, someone very, very tightly. Some of you, this is, you had to hold on to your money very tightly. You could do it in different ways. If you're just stingy like that, that's not good. But if you're holding on to it because you're saving, for a rainy day, for your future, then that makes sense. When it has to do with your emotions or a person, clarifying that, or beneath this Three of Swords, it tells me that some of you guys were still holding on to the what someone did to you, what was done, what that pain, what caused you that pain, and that was keeping you a little bit stuck, unable to forgive, unable to see past it, unable to see the future, unable to see a peaceful, like, how would this ever be peaceful? How can we come together? This could also have to do with family, some kind of family changes or some kind of grief healing the past. There you go. There was a need to heal the past. And some of you guys couldn't do this, or the person that you were dealing with could not forget about what was done or what was said in the past because of the heartbreak that it caused. Right? Now let's talk about your near future. Also, for some, you've been wanting for someone to open up about what happened, and they have been very guarded to themselves. And now, since they see things are kind of working in their favor, they're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. There's hope. There's faith. They're trusting. So now they're more open. This could be younger children, or you guys are working in some kind of environment where there are, you know, like a hospital, or you're in the healthcare field where you deal with this kind of clientele, this kind of patients, grief work, stuff like that. Family, what is that? Counseling, something like that. Of course, not for everyone. Now your next 3 cards are going to deal with your recent past. Sorry, present. Your near future. Oh my goodness, I went from the past to the present. Future. You have the Knight of Pentacles. This would be that slow and steady knight. It could be that you are actually dealing with an earth sign, a Capricorn, Virgo, or a, what is that? Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Or this is someone, there could be the energy that you've been taking on, or whoever you've been dealing with has been in this energy. Knights are about action. But this particular knight right here, he's the slowest one of the deck. He gets to his destination, he or she, right, all the time. The problem is like when, sometimes. When. Sometimes you get so impatient about whatever this is that you could have let it go too soon, or they did. But they're usually doing it for a reason. You know, it's a process. It's a plan. You need a plan before you build. But you can't always wait around forever, especially when I was thinking of this legal situation where they were planning to prolong this on purpose. Now it's not, you know, with good intention. It's about the intention. It was more for their agenda and not necessarily yours, or vice versa, right? Cross watchers, yes, I know. But there's a need to reassess underneath the 7 of Cups. So there's a lot of choices. You could have people coming towards you and they're making a lot of offers, whether it's work related, whether it's love related, however it is, opportunities are coming through. So maybe you thought you wanted something, and now that you are more grounded, more you're healed, you might have, you know, seen things differently, and now you're reassessing. What is it that you want to do? How are you going to go about it? Could have to do with your money, your finances, however it is. Then you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, a gift from the universe. And this gift is given to you, my Aries, in the form of truth and clarity. Truth and clarity. So, once you reassess the situation and weigh out the pros and the cons and all this, see what you're working with, now you can make a more clear and precise, concise decision. It's easier to decide. I told you it's going to be easier because now things are more fair. They're not one-sided, or at least you know your worth and you're not going to compromise your integrity and take less than what you deserve. That's just a fact. A fact is a fact, right? You have been strong. You've had something to prove, and you've proved it. And you will be rewarded for it, and now you get to decide. So cutting out the BS, basically. Cutting away from those that are just there to hurt you, influence you, with the lies. Your next card is the Five of Wands. So this would be that conflict. This would be the arguing, the fighting, that just low vibration energy, constant tug of war, whether it's internal, you fighting yourself about whether or not to open up or do what you want to do, or external, people around you constantly fighting, trying to put their 2 cents in, or both, a tug of war, back and forth. No one was winning. Pettiness, trying to just one up each other. This could be actually at work where that's kind of your job, right? To like compete for the promotion, compete for the good project, the good office, the good assignments, the good, however that is. If that's your job, well, that's your job. So you kind of have to stay in that. But some of you guys, it was too stressful to be in that environment. It's like, why do I have to go to work and stress out so much? Too stressful. Quotas, and you have to do this and you have to do that. It's like some of you guys are changing careers because you want something more mellow, something more in your energy now, in the way you're thinking now. Could have been good before, but now it's like you might just have different morals, different belief system. Just, you have grown, wise, matured. You might see things differently, or just not want to be around those kind of people. Gossip and all this. Beneath the deck, you have the Page of Pentacles. So this would be an offer, a message. It could have something to do with a job that you could have been waiting on. It could have be a message from a lover or a partner or someone you've been, hoping they would call you and offer something, a date. This is usually my text or email card, like when somebody emails you just to see where your head is at, just to see if you're still thinking about them, or if they can even have an opportunity to be with you. The hi, what you doing? That call, that text, that excuse just to ask you something like, oh, did I leave my charger over there? That one. But that's because they're interested. They're interested. There was intimidation before. They couldn't get near you. Or you were just, so confused. You were just so busy. You were into everything else that you didn't have time for that. And so that's good. But some of you guys are definitely going to get offers, especially if you, put resumes out there and you let it be known. Ask the friend, family, like, hey, I'm looking for this and that. Do you know anybody? Send them my way type thing. Yeah, they're coming towards you. It looks like they want to offer something. But you might hold off a little bit, depending on your circumstances and what you're going to plan once you reassess everything. Re-strategize. It could definitely go into something bigger. Some of you, this is an internship or a position. Remember I told you over here where it's like a job opportunity, an environment you've been in, you want to switch, and this coming towards you might not pay so much, but you don't care because you're in a different level. You probably got your money anyway, so you got your money right there. And now you're looking into other things, different things, new ideas. Very creative energy. Okay, so my Aries, let's talk about your present and your future. So let's see. What the heck? Where'd you come from? My cards be doing whatever the heck they want, apparently. Apparently they got some Aries in them. Just kidding. Okay. What is the Seven of Cups? What is the choices, these options coming towards you? Ooh, the Sun. Beautiful. This is the happiest card of the deck. This is joy, bliss, that inner childlike energy. Some of you guys are just, that's vacation. Like, where do I want to go on vacation? Whatever it is going to make me happy. Okay, cool. I like that. Could have something to do with children. Maybe after you've worked for so long, now you want to settle down and thinking about having some kiddos. Or, adopting or taking in for a small percentage of you. Or, what is that? The procedures that they do, in vitro or surrogate, something about kids like that. But whatever it is, I told you that these choices that are coming up, these decisions are happy choices, happy decisions, nothing to really stress about. Clarifying, the Six of Pentacles is death in reverse, possible Scorpio that some of you could be dealing with. Others of you, this is something that you thought, for a small percent, what I see here is that you've been waiting on something to come through, like a settlement, some investment, and some of you had just given up on it. It was just too hard. And you just don't even expect it anymore. You thought it was just over, done, gone, dead. And it's going to come. That you had forgotten about is going to come through like out of nowhere. It's like, whoa, I thought I wasn't going to get that job anymore. I thought I wasn't going to get that check. That's what I thought, right? And the rest. There's somebody that wants to come in and resurrect something. They want to do that Lazarus, effect. Bring something back from the dead. But the problem is, can it be done? Because why? Obviously, there was a separation. There was a not meeting eye to eye because of the inequality. One side was giving more than the other, or none at all. So now they want to come in and, give something. But all this time that has passed has made you stronger or them stronger. And it's not as easy to manipulate. I told you there was some energy of very easy to vulnerable to manipulation. Right? But yes, somebody wants a second opportunity. And others of you, you see that the only way to move forward is to forgive and release the resentment, the hurt, whatever this is that has affected you. Could have something to do with your childhood. Again, healing the past. And clarifying the Four of Pentacles is the Four of Wands in reverse. So this could have something to do with a home. Something about stability. Some of you guys are holding on to your money because you want a bigger place, a better place. And others of you are holding on to your emotions about how you feel about this reconciliation. Because you're seeing now that it's not worth the pain and it's not stable. Some kind of instability in your home, in your work environment, whatever it is, it's just not built on a solid foundation. It was at one time and now it's not, right? Some kind of instability. You were holding on to the possibility of it being amazing or, getting back together. Could be a marriage, a broken marriage that was affected by some kind of third-party situation and hurt. Now, let me tell you, I'm not telling you that everybody's going to say no. Some of you have worked through this, and there's compromise, and there's communication, and there's a desire to bring this back together and make it a home because of the kids, because of whatever, because you both have learned. And yes, you can bring that. But the majority of you were holding on to something that just is not meant for you anymore. Clarifying, the Knight of Pentacles is the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you guys are going to decide to just go on your own, handle it, be single, Focus on yourself, your own money. Continue to stack them chips, Love you, date you. And this is the part where you're going to reassess and take it slow before you get into anything else. Right? This is your independence. Slow and steady. There's a need to just date yourself, love yourself, enjoy you. And then you're not saying you're not ever going to involve yourself in anything like this before, whatever affected you so much. You're just going to take it slow. Take it day by day. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, fine. Clarifying, the Ace of Swords is the King of Wands, your energy. Doesn't have to be a king, could be a queen. This is you being in your element. It's taking action. So basically, you're going to be able to see clearly. Things are going to make sense. You're going to cut through the fog. It's going to be easier to decide. You're going to feel energetic. You're going to take some action. You're going to go for whatever that is, whether it's doing it on your own or just being your own boss. However, you're going to shine. The competition, there is no competition. There's no more competition. Nobody can compete. Clarifying, the Five of Wands is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So, those of you that were dealing with inconsistent people, energies, play alike, playing with your emotions, or, of course, cross-watchers, you might feel that this is Aries, right? It's just not worth fighting anymore. Don't want to be there anymore. Taking yourself out of it is not stable. It's not for the long term. It's games. You don't want no more games. You don't want no more games. And apparently what they be bringing is nothing. Empty promises. They just want to keep you in that energy. Yes, narcissist energy, but you guys already know about that. Beneath the deck, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you're getting yourself out of those partnerships, those situations that nothing has come from. You've been depleted. And it's supposed to be happening this way because there's a new circle of friends. There's a higher vibration of individuals and spirits coming towards you where now you are on a different path than you were before. You have matured. You have learned. You are wiser. You're mature. So you're getting yourself out of that. And others of you are not going to involve yourselves in third-party situations. And you just take yourself out of that conflict, right? Face them damn fears. Just because you don't know what's under the side don't mean you're not going to go. You're going to charge. Go for it. Nice. Okay, my Aries, let me give you one more card. This is going to be an oracle card. It's called the Enchanted Map. Which one turned over? Which one is that? Details. It's all in the details. Let me see what it says. Number 43, that's a 7, which comes down to Chariot, which is what? Move the heck on. Look, I hope I can read it before my time. My phone only records up to 33 minutes, so at the end I'm always rushing, so my bad. The heck? Okay. The most powerful patterns are created within the tiniest details. Pay attention. This is the time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. When this card appears, it is in a reading. It's a sign to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence. Basically, it's in the details. KK, there you go, my Aries.